This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. We're in Liverpool today with me, British champion Ted Cheeseman. Ted, it's been a while. How you been?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Just training hard, waiting for a fight date, and now it's here. So looking forward to it.
As you mentioned, the fight date is here. You and Troy Williamson. We've kind of expected it to come for a while. It must be a little bit of a relief and a bit of an extra push for you now that it's officially locked in. Everybody knows you can get down to business.
Yeah, no. Obviously, since the fights, the purpose were won. Obviously, we was mentally on the fight and working towards the fight. But now we've got a date penciled in. Makes it a lot better. Makes it something to look forward to.
I'm guessing you've been in the gym for quite a while now after that win in March. Now you had time to look back on that performance against JJ Metcalf. Ted, what do you make of your performance?
It's a really good performance. I showed good boxing skills. I showed good heart and toughing out skills. But it's just again load more experience. It's 11 hard rounds, so it weren't like it's an early stoppage. I still got a lot of beneficial rounds, and we've just worked on again improving from there. Everything's coming along, coming better, and it was just getting the confidence from the Elliott fight and the Metcalf fight, and now I'll show again a lot better Ted Cheeseman on October the 9th.
You mentioned the word there, confidence. Now you've got that momentum, you got the Elliott win at fight camp, you got that win over Metcalf as well. Do you feel that confidence flowing now that you've got that momentum?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure off, because I think now it's got to the point where a lot of people will believe in me now. I said before, it was like I was trying to prove people wrong. It's like people now believe in me, and I believe in myself, and I always have. And it's just that thing of not worrying about anything else other than performing on the night.
Another thing you mentioned with the Metcalf fight is more experience for yourself at that domestic level. You've got so much experience, as much as anybody in the country now. There, how important is that going to be on fight night, do you think?
Yeah, it makes a lot of difference. I think from the experience I had before the Metcalf fight, it showed in that fight. When it got to the later rounds, I knew when to step on the gas a bit more and push and break the other fighter's heart. And I think again, Troy Williamson ain't had that hard 12 rounder yet, that gut check. I think he definitely will get at this fight.
Let's talk about Troy then. He's on the back of a couple of decent domestic wins himself. Are you someone that likes to watch much footage of your opponent? Do you like to leave that to Tony? How much have you seen of him?
I leave most of that to Tony. Obviously, I've seen him fight. I've been on numerous training camps with him on GB assessments when we was younger. So I get on well with Troy. I've spent a lot of time around Troy. I know we both know what sort of fighters we are. We both know we're in for a tough night with each other. So may the best man win on the night.
Ted, you've got the reputation for being in thrilling fights, exciting fights, wars at times as well, but sometimes we speak about the fact that maybe your boxing ability is a little bit overseen. What can we expect to see from yourself in this fight? Do you think it'll be a bit both at times?
Obviously, I think with whatever fight it is, whatever I need to do and feel I need to transition to win, I'll do.
Now, Ted, if you've got the win, keep that British title. You'll have had so much, like I mentioned, so much experience at domestic level. You thought about where it would leave you a win, what you'd like to do beyond?
I think Troy is about between 9 and 11 in the IBF. I think I'm 5th in the IBF, and fourth place is empty, so that automatically brings me down to 4th. And if I got this win, I think it'll take me into the top 3, and then really and truly I'll be hopefully looking to push towards a world title eliminator. But we just got to get past this fight first. I'm highly motivated knowing what's on the line if I win and get past this fight. So be ready for a big performance October the 9th.
One notable difference, I know there's been fans in Gibraltar and obviously they had them back out stateside as well, but we are having a full house back here in the UK now as well. How much of a difference is that going to make? You must be excited to get back out in front of thousands of fans over here.
Yeah, it's really good, and I think I always sell a lot of tickets if it's in London, but I think a lot of people will want to come who support me anyway, because it's a weekend away, do you know what I mean? It's a good event, there's other good fights on the show, so I think I'll bring a lot of support October the 9th, and it'll be good. And as you say, both of us ain't from Liverpool, but I think the real boxing fans will be behind the fight, so there'll be a great atmosphere.
It's a great time to be a British 154-pounder. We've got some brilliant fights on this bill. I just want to ask you about the main event firstly. Smith Fowler, brilliant fight for Liverpool. How do you see it playing out, Ted?
It's a hard to sort of pick, but I believe Liam Smith's experience will show, and I think he'll get the better and beat Fowler. I think this may be a bit too soon for Fowler, but then again he's 30, 31, he needs to sort of be ready one way or the other. So it's sort of sink or swim for Fowler, I think. But I think it's a hard one for him to be having that decision sort of in. I think he could have done with a hard fight, but not as hard as this. But if he wins, there's obviously a big prize. So it gives you the risk and reward factor to take the fight.
And one final one from me, Ted. We've also got Conway Metcalf on the bill. You obviously shared the ring with JJ. Kieran Conway coming off that fight with Suli Sissoko. Again, your thoughts on that fight? Can you separate them?
Yeah, I believe JJ Metcalf will get the win. I think Kieran Conway has probably been at the struggled at the weight a bit for a while, and I think you see it in his last fight against Sissoko. He's quite flat, and I think that's what will give JJ Metcalf the edge in this fight.
Right, Ted, pleasure as always to speak to you. Thanks for making time for Boxing Social. Best of luck.